One of the summer transfers, the most underrated summer transfer you'd argue, has gone and scored a massive goal for it.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of Borderline Glory here with St Etienne. In today's episode we have got two games coming up, one in the League and one in the French Cup, where we will be making our return, hoping for a bit of a better campaign in terms of that. Since last time out, it's been a much better time for us. Obviously last episode, going into that, it really wasn't looking too good for us, but since last time it has been a little bit better for us. We've had quite a few games, not loads. We've had 6 games, or 5 games in total, is it? Yeah, 6 games. We've had 3 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses in that time, which is not bad at all. We had a 3-game unbeaten streak here, including 2 wins against Dijon and Lille. The 0-0 draw there against Metz, and then we had 2 pretty disappointing losses, but we bounced back with a big 3-0 win away from home against UWCL. We play against Rennes today, which is a big game for us. A win here with a 3-0 win would put us into 9th place with quite some goal difference, overtaking Rennes in the table should Toulouse not win, and it would only put us for 2 points behind the 6th place spot, or maybe 3 depending on how well the results go. So it is a big game for us. We're up to 11th place, and we're starting to do a little bit better. Slowly but surely we are going to get there into a position to finally start to challenge for that top 6 spot. And then we have a game after that against Chauvigny in the French Cup, the 9th round. Hopefully that's going to be a really good display for us, but the focus is on how we do in this Rennes game for the most part. So let's go and get straight into it. The first game of the day against Rennes. So the team for this game against Rennes starts with Joao in goal. We've got a backline of Smith, Gomez, Liddell and Barber, who returns. Chukwu, Nuhar, Dukos in the middle, Milan on the left, Boto on the right, and Diakite up top. A few injuries in that attack there. It's kick-off here in this game against Rennes. It's a big one for us. You know, Rennes are a team who, if we want to get that top 6 spot, they are the type of team we have to go and beat. They are a very solid team who will be competing for that top 6 spot. So hopefully we can go and have a convincing display at home. You know, we've had a good recovery part of this season. Those 2 losses didn't clearly define us too much, with a big 3-0 win against UWCL, and we were playing some good football in that game. We're in behind here. Dukos is in behind. He's hit the inside post. A rebound from Boto. How have we not managed to score there? I'll have no idea. That is so unlucky. But arguably could be doing a little bit better as well. That's we just beat UWCL, and now they've gone and won 4-0 against the team who beat us 2-1 in Troyes, which is always interesting. As you can see there, this is how the table is shaping up. We are in 11th place with 20 points. We have played, we'll be at the halfway point now after this game, I believe, because it is the cup game that comes up. So if we can pick up a win here, 23 points after 17 games is not bad. If we can go and do a little bit better in the second half, which we definitely can, because of all those losses that we have had in the first part, then there's no reason why we can't go and climb up into that top 6 spot, which is definitely the aim. And honestly, I do think it is something we can go on and do. We're not too far off now. We're actually only, Strasbourg are in 3rd place there with 29 points. We're only 9 points behind them. There's only 9 points that separate 3rd and 11th, which is really not that much at all, to be honest. That is literally 5 games, good games for us, and we could be up into that spot, but that is not the aim for us. No reason why we shouldn't aim higher though, if we can go on and do it, but we just need to take every game as it comes, pick up a big win here, and then see how we can go in the second part of the season. Here's Chukwu, Barber, lovely bit of play here. Dukos, can he find the ball on the turn? He has the shot from range. He forces a save from the Rennes goalkeeper. Really positive stuff here from particularly Dukos, but just a load of these players across the pitch. Some real good stuff that we are playing here in the opening parts, the first half an hour of this all-important game. Here is the Rennes goalkeeper, really sitting quite high. We have some injuries to some of our attackers. Musgrove out, Boto is coming for him, and then we've also got Guy out, who has had Milan come in his place. There's a save there from Joao and to deny the Rennes attacker, but I think the team we have on the pitch today is very, very good. I think all the attackers are in good form at the moment, even if some of them are not playing. Milan makes his return to the squad today, and then Boto's had a good few games in the last few as well. We were going to potentially play Nils Frolin, but there's probably a substitute appearance in him in this game here. Here's Barber on the ball. He finds Boto. Boto cuts in. Can he play it in behind? Where will he go? He finds Chukwu in the middle. The return ball could be on. It's a lovely threaded pass. Boto is in behind for 1-0 here. He's gone the near post. It's not a bad decision, to be honest, but it is a save in the end from the Rennes goalkeeper. We have been absolutely all over this Rennes team in the first half. It says they've had more shots on target, but the XG does not lie at all. We've got nearly 3 times as much as them, and the half-time whistle will go, and we can be very happy with the way we've played. Now it's just about going and getting that goal that we are looking for here in this game. Whether or not that requires a few changes, maybe it does. Maybe we'll have to go make a few. Rock Barber has had an absolutely mega game so far. Obviously, you've got to remember with him that he is this record signing that we did make. There was a point in yesterday's video, I feel like I didn't go over fully, but with spending so much on the likes of Rock Barber, we could have one of these players, one of these star players in the team leave for a big fee, and we could make the Rock Barber money back, go and buy some more talent. And as well, losing one of them would be a shame, but it's not. Here's Smith in behind. He could get a goal. Smith has scored. He's one of the star boys in this team. He's had a lovely finish there to make it 1-0. One of the summer transfers, the most underrated summer transfer, you'd argue, has gone and scored a massive goal for us. Just look at this. He just slots in behind, completely unmarked. His man, the other number 14 on the pitch, completely loses him, and that is 1-0 here in this game. Yeah, I keep getting interrupted by these points, by goals, but yeah, if we lost one of these boys for a big fee, it would be a shame to lose them, but losing only one of them compared to kind of maybe more of them we would lose, but just losing one of them compared to the scale of the other team, the quality that we have, wouldn't be that damaging, because we can always go and get more talent. So I think this squad has really set up good things. That is an amazing goal. Do you know what? We'll just carry on where we were, what we were saying. I think the last team I can remember where we had it like this was Shakhtar, where we had so much money and we could generate so much money from players, and it did happen. We did lose key players, but we got so much for them that we could replace them, and there was even times where I was just spending for the sake of it, and honestly, it worked out well. Here's 63 minutes gone here in this game. Rock Barber plays it down the line, finds Boto. Can he go into the midfield or return it to Barber? He doesn't need him. He finds Dukos in the middle. He plays a lovely through ball for Diakite in behind. It's 2-1, but there is an offside flag on that far side. Diakite has been absolutely nowhere to be seen here in this game, but it looked like he timed it quite well, but it is going to be disallowed by the looks of it. We will go a little bit more positive. We don't want to take a draw in this game. It's really not the result that we are looking for. We are looking for that win in an important game, and in a game as well where we feel like we do deserve the 3 points from. So we've got 20 minutes to try and go and change our fate of this game. I'm going to put Milan up top. I'm going to put Frolin over onto the left. I also want to make a midfield change. I'm going to bring Nuhard off. He's had a quiet game. We'll bring Blasquez on into the middle, actually, and then I'm also going to bring Brassier on for Liddell, just to go and secure that back line for us in case of any Rennes attacks. We made those 3 changes there. Some more potentially to come up should we need it. I don't really see a change that could be made as of right now. We just need to play the football that we know we can and just get it over the line here. We cross 80 minutes gone here in this game. It's Jarwin standing over this goal kick. He looks like he might just distribute it to the centre back, so he's actually told him to go high, or he's pulled him back. I don't know what's gone on there. Here's Smith on the ball, Frolin. Where can he go? Returns it to Smith down the line. It could go here for Blasquez. He's got a lot of space ahead of him. Nils Frolin could square this ball. He could cut in all the way. Nils Frolin with the shot. He's just put it over. Oh, he's had so many of these moments now where he could have been an absolute hero. He already is a hero, but he's so unlucky to not score there. Fair play to him. He's still absolutely balling out under our management, and he's taking it on, and he's very unlucky to not score in the end, to be honest. Here's Dukos, finds Brassier in at the back. It goes over to Gomez into right back. We could be looking at Rock Barber to try and advance this ball. And one reason I signed Rock Barber as well, because of that catchy name, Rock Barber. It just rolls off the tongue so well. Just sounds like an iconic player, and he's trying to make a run over on that far side. It will switch over to this left now. We've got David Smith on the ball down the line. Nils Frolin won't be able to get there. It could go back to the the Rennes goalkeeper, or it won't. It won't go into the possession of their attackers now. Down this right hand side, it's a long ball over the top. Can we get there, or is the ball going to be squared? It does get squared. We need to be careful, and it is a trip in there. There's another trip. We win it back, and nothing's been given. Chukwu is advancing. He finds Boto ahead of him. Can he play it into Dukos? That's what he does. Rock Barber on that right hand side. But he does find Nils Froling. The header goes in, and now Rennes are going to look to turn this ball over. It's absolute heads and volleys, absolute chaos here. The ball, we need to make sure it's not squared, and it is squared. And that is 2-1 here, and it's absolutely devastating. We've been in this game and we've switched off at one moment, and that is devastating, absolutely devastating. I don't know what to say. That is a sucker punch, to say the least. We have been so good all game, and it looks like we might not even come away with some points here in this game. There's Boto on this right hand side. What can he do? He's going to look to go back into Chukwu down over to switch it over on this left hand side. Brassier back to Smith. Everyone's just been really, really good, but we've just switched off in these last 10 minutes, and now it looks like Rennes are going to look to attack. We've had quite a few late winners scored against us, to be fair. Potentially just a mentality issue. We even let another one go in there. The Strasbourg game, there's been so many different games. The PSG game, there's just 4 or 5 games where we've conceded late on, and maybe it's a substitute issue. Maybe we should have made some more, but we made that defensive change with Brassier. We had a midfield change, and it's just gone against us, and the full-time whistle will go here in this game, and that is absolutely devastating. Wow, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. 6 minutes of added time as well, where we could have got an equaliser, and it just went completely against us in the end. And the team for this game against Chauvigny, we've got Jowin in goal, backline of Brassier, Liddell, Gonzalez and Johnson. We've got Chukwu, Musavu and Blazquez in the middle, Froling on the left, Boto on the right and Milan up top. Slightly rotated team here for this game. It's kick-off here in this game. We've got a rotated team, as you'd expect kind of for this cup. It hopefully doesn't backfire, you know. A lot of these boys aren't sharp and won't be too familiar with the tactic and as well playing with each other. We do have Nils Froling, the number 10 for St Etienne. I didn't even realise he got that shirt, but honestly, why not? Absolute legend of borderline glory, and we have just agreed a new contract with him. Here's Boto. We'll have a talk about that contract in a second. He plays Blazquez in behind. Can he look to square it? Where will he go? Taking his time, he finds Boto. Where does he go now? He's taking it back into the same position. Johnson from range, and it's just wide in the end. Froling is on 8k a week at the moment at St Etienne. He wanted to extend his contract and get a wage deduction, which was crazy. I decided to put his wages up to 10k, because why not give that man 10k a week? He is an absolute legend. He's got the number 10 shirt, and as well, I've somehow managed to hustle him. He did want to say that he would get a non-playing role release clause. So like, say someone offered him to become a coach, he would just leave if he felt like he wanted to, but we said no. We said 2 more years and an optional 2-year extension, which we're definitely going to agree on. Here's Boto. Can he square it? Can he go and look to play into the middle for Musavu, who's there? It's 1-0 here in this game. A lovely finish into that bottom left corner. You know, these two midfielders, Blazquez and Musavu, they have been kind of hard done by with the fact that they have so much quality in Dukos and Nuhard, which is obviously very unlucky, but what can you do when they get their chances? They need to take them a little bit more, like this game here, because we do give them minutes. Blazquez could probably get a bit more. He's only had he's had 11 substitute appearances, which probably is not what he wants, but we will probably look to give him a few more starts here and there in terms of rest and stuff like that. But to be honest, we've just not needed it really, especially when we've had that quality in the midfield. But who knows? Chukwu from range here. It was nearly an own goal from the opposition player there, but luckily for them it did not go in. A lot of our players who kind of are on the bench have got these starting numbers, unless it's 1 to 11. Oh, it's 1 to 11 for the cup. I see what's happened there. I don't think, I'm fairly certain some of these guys just don't have these numbers. Brassier definitely doesn't have number 3, because I picked him out a number. And Froling, I believe, is like, 43 or something like that. I see what's happened there. But honestly, if Froling had the number 10 shirt, why not give it him? Here's Milan. He finds Musavu again. And he's unlucky to not score there to make it 2-0. Get his second of the game. But Nils Froling, 4 more years. He's going to turn 33 in April. So a couple months' time from this. And that will mean that we have... what would that mean? So I think the contract starts at the end of the season. But even if it starts this season, we will have him until he is 37 now, which is quite impressive, to be honest. Always nice to keep him around for that long, and if we've got 4 more years here, or even if we move on, we could go and always re-sign him, but this could be the last few seasons that we do have with Nils Froling. Here is on the ball Chukwu, who's going to step up to take this penalty. He is going to place it into that bottom right corner. No mistake from him there. One thing I am going to do is, if we do get another penalty, is put Nils Froling on them. I might just put him on them for permanent, because I would really like to see him go and get one. He is actually the best penalty taker on the pitch, so I've got no idea why he's been taken off it by where has he gone? Where is Chukwu gone? I cannot see him from here. He's above there, but he's still not better than Froling, so I don't know what's happened there really. But I guess it has happened. It's 2-0 here after 30 minutes. We're going to go attacking here, see if we can go and get as many goals as possible. That Rennes game is very disappointing, but at least we can close off that first part of the season. Not the worst at all. If that's our worst half of the season, of the two, then it's much better than last year's second half of the season, which was really poor. Here's Boto in behind. He squares it. He finds Milan. He's not able to put it away. He finds Brassier now with that clearance, and he's going to look to play it into the middle. What can he do? He tries to play it, and he's not able to get anything away in the end. But yeah, if that's the start we have, if we can go and get 30 points from 17 games, then 50 points, I'm fairly confident should be enough. And 30 points would just be 10 wins from 17 games, which I say just, but 10 wins and 7 losses is a bit more realistic than anything else really that we could be unrealistically trying to achieve. But who knows? I think we can go and do it. There's no reason why we can't. Just need to stabilise the team in parts who had really actually struggled with injuries. Maybe it's just because we have a bigger squad that we're seeing more of them, but I swear we didn't have this many last year. It's been quite ridiculous. Every game pretty much this season we've had 1 or 2 starting players miss out through injury, which has been quite problematic, but it finally seems to have calmed down just a little bit. Here's Boto. He's had a cracking game so far. He finds Nils Froling at the back post. He squares it for Milan. He's not able to put it away. In the end, we've come to a yellow submarine stadium here. It's been very, very interesting. 40 minutes gone. We've had nearly 3 XG in this first half, and it's nice to see we can still perform, even if it is against, I'd like to think, a non-league team in Chauvigny. As you can see there, they are a semi-professional team and have only played in the cup. They've actually come through quite a few rounds, which is fair play to them. Beat some interesting teams here. Pau FC, which is a notable one there. Shots on target, we can be happy, and overall I think it's not been a bad performance. We've definitely been alright, and hopefully this carries through into the second half of the season. We will have a bit of a break now over this window, which is always good. The transfer window will open. Whether or not I want to make some signings, I don't know. We may have some departures or a departure, but where that will be, I'm not too sure. If it does happen, if it probably will, it could happen. I'm not saying it won't, but I don't think it will. I'm not actively looking for it, is what I'm trying to say. So whether it does or not is down to offers and stuff like that. Here's Blasquez with a shot from the edge of the area. The 2 midfielders who've started this game have managed to get themselves goals. All midfielders actually have managed to get themselves goals, but I guess to be fair, they are the backup midfielders. Chukwu, Blasquez and Musavu for Mawar, Dukos and Nuhard, and they've all managed to get a goal, which is very, very impressive stuff from them. We might bring on some of those boys off the bench in a second. Here's Brassier standing over this corner. He's been so solid since he's joined. Very good signing that we've made. Exactly everything we wanted from a type of player like that, and maybe we'll just go and sign him on a permanent deal if he carries on the way he is. Froling from range. Oh, he's been so unlucky to not get a goal. He's had so many moments to get them, and he just puts his shots over the bar every single time. I don't know what it is. He's definitely slowing down a little bit at this point in his career, but to be fair, he did get a massive assist in a game. Was it the PSG game, if I'm not mistaken? There was definitely a game. No, it can't have been the PSG game. It was a different one, but there was a game where he did get a really important assist off the bench, which is always nice. And he spent now 7 seasons under our management. That's quite a few games that he has played. But when he inevitably retires one day, because I don't think Borderline Glory will finish before he retires, we'll have to do a whole season seasons preview. I'm thinking about when we do those. Seasons review is what I'm trying to say there. We spent 475k on him in just transfer fees alone, and he's played probably 200 games now with us under our management. He is on a yellow card there. I'm going to bring Boto off. I'll put Velasquez in on that right side, and we'll bring Nuhard on to see if he can go and get a quick goal for himself. There, we'll bring Gomez on, and then I'm also going to bring Rock Barber on just to see if he can go and do something as well in the remaining parts of this game. We've had 11 shots on target, 3 goals to the good, and we have been too good for this semi-professional team. Through to the next round of the Cup, which could be in an episode coming up. So there you have it. It's a mixed bag of emotions. We finish the first half of the season in 11th place. A lot of potential to go and build on though in this second half of the season, and we are through to the next round of the Cup, where after the winter break we will play against Grenoble for a place in the 11th round of the Cup. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to go and join the Discord down below. I'll leave you all with this little tune. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all for another video soon. Thank you. Bye bye.